Hi, it's Richard, RJ Coins, and we have another episode. I think we're up to about number 26 of the Filthy Rich collection. So a little bit of a mix here of what I've found over the last few weeks, or possibly even months now, since the previous upload, because we are sort of pretty much complete. So there's not too much you can add, although I have got some courtesy of Bungle and his recent trip to the Isle of Man, which can possibly go in there as well. And I've had the chance to look through a few old round pounds and such like, as well as just picking out commemoratives and particular examples from my normal 50p and £2 hunts that I continue to do. And I'm only keeping the ones that are, really suitable for the Filthy Rich, or in terms of those. And it's surprising how many still turn up. So if you have seen the previous parts of the series, then hopefully you have liked and subscribed. If you haven't done that, that would be much appreciated. And if you haven't looked at any of the previous sections, then do go back and check it out, the whole series. And there is somewhere around part 20 a complete review as well of what was at that time when it was just about complete, although we're still adding in little bits and pieces. So let's start with what Bungle found. So great thanks to Bungle from when he took his recent trip to the Isle of Man. I took the opportunity to buy one or two pieces from him in good condition, and he did put aside anything that was also potentially suitable for my Filthy Rich collection. So of course these have come from relatively short-term circulation, but we've got one or two marks. So this is a Peter Pan, all children except one grow up, and we've got some nice little dirty marks on that, so I think that can go in. I have got one or two of the Peter Pan. There we go. So it's not going to displace that one that I've got, which is a pond stroke lawnmower somehow that's come into contact with. And there's a Tinkerbell one and a mermaid one there as well, but it's still worth going in there as a side part to the collection. And so what else do we get? There's a croc, again not incredibly dirty, but there's enough marks on there to make that a worthy addition. So that's definitely a new one. Similar with this one, it's not in terrible condition at all, but there's just one or two little marks on it. A little bit scuffed, a little bit of black in the middle there. I don't know whether we can, there we go. So just on the writing, their name liveth forevermore. There's a bit black in there, one or two marks. Similar with the Victory one, showing Churchill from that collection. It's just a little bit scuffed. Quite difficult to pick that up, I think, because the camera makes it look much shinier than it seems to be. So on his head, on his forehead there, you can see a bit of a scuff. Just about got that in focus. We've got a couple of these ones from the Peter Pan collection, second to the right and straight onto the morning. A couple of those with some nasty greenness on them, and then a couple again pretty scuffed ones from the Sapphire set collection. So two there to add in as well. Could only just tell the difference between some of these, but obviously that one's got the rounded braiding on the top of the crown, that one's flatter. So again, a few scuffs, a few marks, that one more so, just there. So they will certainly go in. So thank you very much, Bungle and Lady M, for thinking of me and keeping those aside for me. So what's next? Let's have a look at this one. So this is a mixture again. So we've got a Battle of Britain Not one that's going to displace the existing one in the collection, but worth keeping for the Filthy Rich. Another Commonwealth. I'll probably clean that one up actually. It is just dirt, I think, on this Scotland Commonwealth. Again, it would go in if we didn't already have one that's absolutely filthy. Got a few round pounds. So this is Isle of Man one, St John's Church. Rose and Acorn. Again, I think that's coming up and showing quite sort of shiny on the, there we go, you can see a little bit better there how it's scuffed up and a bit dirty. I think someone might have tried to clean this one up. There we go. And another round pound. This one being Gibraltar. And again, you can see there, got sort of like a mottled look to it, sort of reddish tinge. I reckon that one potentially has been exposed to a lot of heat, perhaps to make it go like that. So that will both go in. So they were the ones I managed to keep when I managed to hunt through some round pounds. I don't think I've got any more round pounds in there. And then 50 pence wise, we've got a Diversity. And also a Jubilee in terrible condition there. Now they may be downgrades for the collection. Let's have a look. Where are we up to? Where's the Diversity? It's going to be a close one on each of these actually. So that's the one that's in there at the moment for the Jubilee. This is the one we've got to potentially replace. Definitely looking at the obverse. We've got a replacement one there, so that's excellent. So a downgrade. Diversity wise, it's going to be very close. So that's the one in there at the moment. This is the new Contender. Not a lot in that one so much, but again, I think we've got another downgrade. So that Diversity will also switch across. Excellent. And what's next? These all just put aside. So generally what's in one bag has come from the same hunt or the same weeks of hunt. So we've got Peter Rabbit and a Tiggy Winkle. Let's have a quick look at that one. Now we're up to there. I think the Tiggy Winkle's not going to be changed over. And I'm just realising what let's have a look, that's the 2016, isn't it? You may be missing the Peter Rabbit, you may have fallen out. Okay, so that one's definitely being kept aside. Make sure that he's in there and hasn't been lost. He's possibly fallen down the back somewhere. In storage. What's next? We'll go for this one. So £2 here, Act of Union. Pretty horrific. Not sure it's going to be a downgrade though. Where are we? There's the one that's in there already. And it probably is, even though that's a pretty roached out one that's in there. We'll be swapping that one across, putting in the new find. We've got Territory 10p, Jersey. That's definitely a worthy contender. 1992 Ballywicker jersey. That will be going in. So let's put that across there properly. 50p from Jersey. Again, that will certainly go in. And then a few honourable mentions. So NHS, that's certainly not going to be replaced. We've got one that's almost black across the whole design for that. But one that's worth keeping. Again, it may clean up that one. Don't really like cleaning them up too much. And then a couple of Paddingtons we've got next. So that's Westminster. Let's have a check on that one. That could be. That's the one we've got in there at the moment. I think we're probably going to keep the one that we've got in there in place. That's not going to be a downgrade. Similarly with the station. Again, there's a few marks on that one. Bit of grubbiness inside the detail. It's not going to be taken over from that one. It's a bit weird to find a few stations and all of them a little bit grubby. Again, that one, it's not coming through on the screen quite so much, but it's just discoloured. Let's see if we can take down the light a bit and show that off there. Any better? No, I don't think it's coming through. But just a bit discoloured, a bit sort of goldy on that one. And then what else have we got from this line? We've got another Diversity. Not as dirty, but very corroded. Are we going to focus on this? There we go. So a worthy one to pull out, but not going to be going into the collection itself. And we've got a couple of Olympics from this little one. So we've got a volleyball. There we go, all around the actual volleyball itself. Big dirty mark. And then a boxing. Again, pretty grubby. A bit sticky this one, so I'm not quite sure what that one is. Don't think it's going to be winning a place in the actual main collection though. Where are we? Here we go, there's most of the Olympics. So volleyball certainly isn't going to be going in its place, and similarly with the boxing. That's going to stay in there, but two worthy ones to keep aside. And this is the most recent hunt that I've done, and similar to previously, had the situation where a few of the bags looked like they've been from a pond or a wishing well. Horrible condition, and so I've actually kept quite a few from that one, and there's definitely going to be a couple of improvements. So this one, for example, the Paddington at St Paul's, really beat up. A few bits of oxidisation starting to come through as well. I'm pretty certain that's going to be a downgrade, because the one we had in the collection, there's obviously a very new really, and I just had one with a very small amount of dirt at the top really, so that one can certainly come out and be replaced with our new find. So it's surprising really to still be in the position where we are finding downgrades for the book. Ironically there we've got an Isle of Man, so we're certainly keeping that. I do have one of these already in the collection, but this is probably the one that's the worst. Can't find that one. There we go. There it is, there's the other one. So that will be, let's take it out of that main page. Pop that in. Just losing the spare burns there, which you can have the middle pill pulled out and turned round. So put that to the side. What else have we got here? So we've got another volleyball. Now this one could be a contender to go in. We just looked at that one, of course. Where has that one gone? Here we go. So this one's certainly more damaged, probably dirtier, but actually I'm going to leave the original one in because it's a better example of just being filthy as opposed to damaged and corroded. So whilst that's a very nice one to find for the Filthy Rich, I think that shows off a better look to the Filthy Rich collection. So we'll leave that one in there. What's next? We've got a Victoria Cross, the medals, the award. Again, that could be something that is a downgrade. Where have we got that one? Oh, wait. That's the one we've got in there. Sheets are coming apart. Let's take that one out and compare the two. So that's the one that's in there. That's the one we've got now. Not a lot in it. A bit more damage on the new one. Again, I think that's a better example. We'll leave that one in there, but I'll put that aside. And we've got a Roger Bannister. Took me quite a while to actually work out what that one was until you get the right angle, and then you can see the leg and the big 50 decal. Work out that it's a Roger Bannister. Similar situation to the volleyball, I think, really, though. That's the one that's in there at the moment. I think having that sort of filthy patina to it is much more in keeping. We have a Scouts. Terrible condition. I've been finding quite a few Scouts in really good condition actually lately. That's, I don't think, is going to be a changeover one. Where are we? No, it's definitely not going to be a changeover one. Another Roger Bannister, more distinguishable than the previous one, but again not going to be downgrading that one. A Shield, but it is a 2017 Shield, so it's a low minted Shield. Not particularly valuable. Even though they're the same sort of mintage as a Newton and such like, people don't really want to pay anything for them. Where are we? Where's the definitive date run to check on that one? There we go. What have we got here? checking over. That's the extras page, I think. Right, but certainly I'm going to keep that one in there. I'll double check it across when I can find the right page rather than hold the video up. Put that in there, check it across. And then finally is one that I am pretty certain will be a downgrade. Again, if we can find the right page. Because it is a coronation, and it is a coronation that has been pretty battered. So we've got a 2023 coin. It's a bit dirty, scuffed. That looks like it's been through a lawnmower to me. Then we had one already in there with a little bit of dirt on it, but a perfect obverse. So I am thinking that that is definitely a downgrade for the collection. So that's the final one. A coronation goes in as a downgrade. So surprising number of downgrades again. It really never ceases to amaze me just how many I managed to find. So hopefully you do like the Filthy Rich collection. If you've enjoyed that episode, hit that thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, then please do consider that. It would be much appreciated. There's plenty out there to look at, both on the Filthy Rich, my Great Aussie Coin Hunt, and other sections of previous coin hunts. And we'll catch you again very soon. Thank you.